Hi, folks. Okay, today's discussion actually is something that was born out of a discussion I had with a friend. She was actually asking me to come over to their worship center and have this worship experience with them. In her words, come with expectations. So I should come with expectations. And that actually is what gave birth to this clip, coming to God with expectation, a heart of expectation or something like that. And I know if for any reason this is one guy you shouldn't actually go to with a heart of expectation. You're going to tell me, yeah, the scripture is replete with persons who went to him with expectations, and maybe topping the list you have the woman who had an issue of blood, and maybe those guys who actually broke the roof and had to descend their friend who was lying on a sick bed, and all of these guys he attended to them. Yeah, sure, cool. But don't also forget that those guys who were thronging after he must have fed the 5,000, I'm sure they were very hungry, super hungry guys who really didn't have plenty on them, who wanted a free lunch, of sorts. And he gave them a shocker, like, I know why you're after me. I'm not going to give you bread. The kind of bread I'm going to give to you is the type you've never tested, my body, my blood, stuff like that. And they all went away. Have you met with any atheist? I did meet with one last year. I wouldn't know when you'll be seeing this video, but sometime last year, 2022, November, I met with one and I got talking with the person. He said to me, I don't believe in God because he let my mother die and my mother believed in him so much. I like, okay, fine. We had our discussion and okay, most persons who are atheists are persons who were once ardent believers. On the flip side of expectation is disappointment. It's not because we go to God with the fear of disappointment, no. But the crux of this discussion is that we have actually taken our own human ways of relating with one another into our experience with God. Most persons go to persons because of their expectations, what they can get from this person, what and most times is really plus expectations. What would I get? What advantage? And they neglect to go to persons who they cannot even get anything from, or at least in the foreseeable future they don't get invites to their parties and or what their hangouts, stuff like that. So we extend this to God. He's the big guy, he owns everything, so we go to him with expectations. We go to him, we expect to be healed, to have him bless our income, to have him magically wave the wand and things happen for us. And when we do not get those things, we get disappointed, and sometimes we even deny his existence. Terrible as it is, terrible as that is, we even because of such reasons jump from congregation to congregation. This is where the miracle is happening, this is where it's happening. And those guys, knowing that this is what we want, they also exploit us. You sow seeds, you pay tithes, you do all whatnot in the hope that you could bribe God, you could appease him into doing your wishes. But sometimes we actually don't get to hear nothing. We get to hear is in the pipeline. We get to, okay, persons also get answers. The issue is, if anyone wants to go to God, if you want to worship, go to him with a heart of reverence, not expectations. If he made you, what else do you expect? This one guy who could take your life if he wanted to, and who actually does. This is one guy who maybe tests us and lets bad things happen to us. Job was one guy who he actually singled out and kind of threw him to the devil. You know, why do we feel that he owes us something like fulfilling our wishes and expectation? I'm not saying we all are going through one thing or another, and we would want for him to really flip the magic wand and, get us out of the mess we are into. But he's just who he is, God. Either reverence him, but expect nothing. He does whatever he wills at his own time. That was what I told him, and she looked at me like crazy, like, I don't know where you're coming from. Maybe when you think about it, you could see where I am coming from, and hopefully it would make sense and make us stop jumping from congregation to another. Have you found that most times it's just some kind of thing that happens in our ecstatic moment? Ecstasy makes us think we are healed, we are, breaking through, but do they last? Problem not the finish. All right, bro. Hope it makes sense. Till I come your way again, you do the needful, share, like, and think about it. See your homeboys in St. Martin's.